AI is going to give us the good, the bad, and the ugly. AI is going to enable us to solve so many problems of the world, create even more abundance in the world. And all these are good. But guess what? AI can also de-skill workers. AI can also remove work from people. And in future, when we have what we call AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, which quickly can also become artificial superintelligence, can also lead to AI even being able to control humans eventually, and probably even do away, with, human. Mo Goddard, he wrote a book, Scary Smart. He used to work for Google's. And in his book, a human was somewhere in an island, and somebody asked him once, what was that person doing? He said he was either running away from the AGIs, or the AGIs have taken over almost all the jobs to the point that humans are just only being paid what is called a universal pay. They don't have much to do. They only just, go to wherever they can relax. So AI, and it's not only him, Geoffrey Hinton, also another person from Google's, he resigned, again, because of what he thinks AI was becoming, what they can see in the laboratory. Blake Lemoine, another person from also Google, one day, whilst he was working in the lab, he ran out of the lab shouting, he is sentient, he is sentient. What did he mean? He meant that that system he was looking at was sentient, was alive. So this AI we are dealing with today is going to be something so big tomorrow. So who is making all the decisions? Who's making all the decisions as to the nature of AI we are going to use tomorrow? All those decisions are being made outside of Africa. Who's collecting all the data? Who's collecting all the data? And mind you, whoever owns the data owns the destiny, can control the destiny. Whoever owns the data. Data that are even collected in Africa are not owned here in Africa. Somebody else, controls, the data that are collected even here in Africa. So as a result of that, we don't have data sovereignty. We don't have digital sovereignty here in Africa. Can we afford to continue to allow this to be the case, ladies and gentlemen? We can't. We can't. We just have to do more. We just have to do more. We shouldn't take it as if it's okay when we grow by 2-point-something%, when our population is growing at 2.9%. It's not good enough. Even if we grow by 4-point-something% or 5-point-something, it's not good enough. We have to grow double digit. We have to grow double. That's how China did it. China grew more than double, 10% every year for at least 20 years. Why can't we do it? Do they have two heads? Why can't we do it? Why can't we be so serious about development that we can really, make a difference? Look, who controls the data matters. Who develops these systems, matters. We can come up with our own methodologies. We can come up with our own policies. We can come up with our own systems. We can make sure we develop the systems in manners that are in alignment with our values. in manners that at the end of the day speaks to our culture, in manners that are aligned with our organizational and social, realities. We can do so by even coming up with what we call holistic methodologies developed here in Africa. And even when decisions about AI and other types of technology are made outside of Africa, we should also make sure we make contributions. This is how we make sure we reflect the kind of Africa that people like Imhotep of ancient Egypt started. We must do them proud. We must do them proud by making sure that we are that kind of Africans. This is the mother continent. Every human being that is in the world today is a product that came out of Africa, actually. Whether you are Chinese, whether you're Australian, Aborigine, whether you are in America, whether you are in Europe, whether you are in the Middle East, you're a product of Africa. Africa gave rise to you. This is who we are, the cradle of civilization. That is something we should always hold our head high to and make sure we do well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to Digital Africa 2025. Please, make sure you get to know one another. Make sure you interact. Make sure you discuss. Make sure at the end of the day you learn. You take certain things back home and that you commit and you take action. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.